Creating repeating patterns is one of the most fulfilling things to do inside of Illustrator. Now, a lot of people you'll see creating these patterns will start with one shape. They'll duplicate this shape all over the place. They'll create a bunch of them. They'll grab two, and they'll just keep like adding on to it like this. This is how you'll see a lot of people doing this in the early days of playing with Illustrator. This is just time consuming, right? You can do this, sure. You can align these using your alignment options up here, but it's just time consuming. A better way is to make the first shape that you want. There it is. Click on it, and I'm going to go up here to Object, Repeat. And then I'm going to choose how I want it to repeat. Do I want it in a circle or radial? Do I want it in a grid? Do I want it to mirror itself? This one, I'm going to choose Grid. It's going to give me this little box shape. I can shrink these down. I can get more of these together. I can get them even tighter than this, creating a much tighter little group. I can stretch this out to be as many of these as I want. If I zoom out a ways, I can cover my entire artboard with this if that's what I want to do. This can be my background for whatever piece of work I am working on at the time, right? So this could be a really simple way to create a lot of shapes really quickly. Now there are other ways to play with this, so I'm going to delete that out. If I were to type my name in here, and I think I need to change this to outlines, excuse me, so type create outlines. If I were to come in here and repeat this pattern, this shape, on a radial, all of a sudden I get a tighter little circle with my name in it. If I shrink this down a little bit, maybe it's not as harsh, right? All the way until it's a full pattern looking like a snowflake, but that's actually just my name, right? I can thin these out so that I only have them on one side of this, maybe. So I've only got a couple of these. It's however you want to play with it, right? It's really limited to whatever you want to do. If I were to do that with the star tool, I get a much different look. So let me repeat, and I'm going to do that on the radial again. And you see I get this like ninja star looking thing, right? I can stretch this out so I get all of my stars like that. These are just easy, quick ways to create those patterns that you may want in some way, shape, or form, right? And you can kind of create different looks quickly depending on what it is you're trying to create. So play around with the repeat options and see what you come up with.